Ayushmann and Andrea. So lovely to have both of you. Welcome to Desi Star Live and welcome to Red, White, and Brown with us. I'm Miral, and we just saw the trailer of your Anek, and it is really hard hitting and gritty. And of course, it raises a very important question: what is needed to make an Indian feel like an Indian? Right? I think that is a very relevant question, given the fact that it's of course very hotly anticipated, but this is a very relevant time in Indian politics and the politics of the world where national identity is up for grabs. Anek, for our listeners, by the way, and our viewers, roughly translates into numerous in language Hindi, but it attempts to answer tricky questions about patriotism and national identity, and it arrives at a very volatile time in India. And it is set in the Northeast region. We haven't seen a lot of movies being set in the Northeast region. We haven't seen a lot of stories being set in the Northeast region. And historically, Northeast has been unrepresented. There are 8 states in the Northeast, I guess. And Andrea, you are from Nagaland. You're a well-known model from Nagaland. We know you've been with Sabyasachi for a bit and we've seen you modeling around. How does it feel to do your Bollywood debut?
I I will say that I was quite unfamiliar with Bollywood and Indian cinema as a whole, but to be able to debut and have my first film with people such as Sinha and of course Ayushmann, I think I couldn't have started off better. I mean, these people are so reputed in the industry, and I'm so honored to be here.
I'm so glad you had an amazing start to your Bollywood debut. Bollywood, as you guys know, is roughly, we reduce everything coming out of Hindi cinema into Bollywood. But Ayushmann, is this Bollywood? Is you're playing an undercover crop for the first time? This is an action role, but is this Bollywood?
Is this Bollywood? That's the question.
Yeah, is this your normal Bollywood cinema? Because this is very socially relevant content, and it's not your normal song and dance routines, which we absolutely love. We lap it up,
Yeah.
right? So,
Bollywood is, of course, I would like to call it Hindi cinema,
mhm.
that it has different branches, different genres, and this is uh, something which is very important. It's socially relevant. It's a heart-wrenching tale uh, uh, of people of Northeast, and it'll evoke a certain empathy in the hearts of people of mainstream or mainland. Um, so it's again it doesn't adhere to the the diktats of commercial Hindi cinema. It's beyond that. It is it is a very novel uh, content which I think we've never treaded this path in the past. It's the first time we have great representation from Northeast. The main protagonist is from Northeast, and most of the actors, almost 80% of the actors, are from the Northeast. So I think it's a big win, a big victory for Hindi cinema that we are making a film called Anek.
So this story is about you as an undercover cop, and you're sent on a mission, and then there are influential separatist groups, and you're supposed to figure out what's going on over there, and you use a local woman to infiltrate the group and then gather intelligence. And then we watch. Even in the trailer, the casual racism and her that struggle to be called Indian. So, how does the movie treat that entire subject for our viewers who are really gonna? I mean, we're so excited about this. We're definitely gonna go to the theaters to watch it.
Speaking from a larger perspective, uh, a lot of communities uh, or regions, they are stereotyped in India, and they don't get treated a good treatment away from their home state, and it happens everywhere in the country. But I'm just talking about the micro level, of course, because we are only focusing on Northeast, but this could be relevant anywhere in the world. The basic feeling of patriotism is there in the film, that what it takes to be an Indian. That's the uh, relevant question in the film, and it tries to unite people in a very different way, and it's a great attempt from our side to do something different or socially responsible. It's a political thriller. and a very uncharted territory.
So, Dorian, this is your second movie with Anubhav Sinha after Article 375. There are certain scenes in the trailer that kind of, um, it's the same kind of a hard-hitting, gritty cinema. One dialogue just does stick out. It says that does anybody want peace at all? You question it because if they did, they would have solved the problem years ago. How does the movie tackle that the real nature of the conflict and the political motivation for the conflict? Does it at all? Does it go down to that level?
It's my second outing with Anubhav Sinha. The first one was Article 15,
Mm-hmm.
and this one is of the same genre, yes, but it's a film which is more challenging.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sneak peek, or maybe like a, 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 a window towards the unexplored Northeast. And yes, he's done his homework, and it showcases the political turmoil in that particular state. We've not named the state. We've kept it anonymous because it could be anywhere, insurgency in any part of the country, and why politicians are not really keen to fix that. It's over the years, and because people in that region definitely want peace and progress. They want to live a very happy life, but they're not being able to. It's not just the Northeast, it could be anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
So yeah,
Actually, anywhere in the world. People
yeah,
do
so
not want wars. Yeah.
it's very relatable. It's very relatable. It's, for me, it's global in nature. So that's the kind of endeavor we have in the film.
Absolutely. Andrea, do you think this is going to change something in the Northeast, except, a movie like this? Do you think it's going to change something?
I think, over the past few years, the level of representation in the industry has improved. But this film, of this magnitude, is for sure is a huge step for sure. And the very fact that, of course, there are things like racism and all those which are prevalent everywhere, but there's also misrepresentation and underrepresentation, which this movie deals with beautifully. And I think, yeah, like Ayushmann said, it is very relatable, not just to the Northeast but everywhere else in the world. So yeah, I'm sure it's going to do great.
Well, there are a lot of questions that this movie is definitely going to answer, but ask as well. This movie also stars J.D. Chakrabarti, Kumud Mishra, and Manoj Parwa, and it releases in theaters on May 27th in India and in the United States. And we look forward to everybody catching this movie. Guys, get out to the theaters and watch this movie on May 7th. You can definitely watch it at a theater near you. We're pretty sure it will be playing in all theaters. And Ayushmann and Andrea, we wish you all the best for this movie. We cannot wait to see how you actually tackle this topic, the treatment of this topic. And of course, we will review it and we'll talk more about it as the movie comes out and finds a home. So thank you so much for all the time that you've given us, and all the best for the success of this show.
Thank you, Viral.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.